Hey there, welcome to Foundation Step 9, the lesson on writing a letter of reconciliation and forgiveness. So when I started my life transformation, I started with my drinking in a prison cell when I started meditating and looking inward. I got out and I did everything to stay off alcohol. And so I did take up some 12-step programs, and the fourth step was always powerful. You know, making amends, getting forgiveness, and doing your best to contact people that I harmed. And so I made it a big point, a major point in my life to build or start the process of reconciling and maybe get to the point of forgiveness from others, and maybe not, but at least working on my part. And most of this time, it was me doing my best to say this to the person I harmed in person. And then it came to the point where I caused some harm in my unawareness and drinking, and I don't know where that person's at. So maybe I can get an address and write a letter. And even if I couldn't contact them through their address to send them a letter, I wrote it. And I had a ritual after I wrote it. But I would definitely try to contact this. And the process of releasing this load I was carrying writing a letter is a perfect way, because it is like a mindfulness practice. It brings awareness. It puts it down in front of us to review, to look at, to read, to reflect on, and to sense in how we feel. And so, I know when I did mine, there's a whole lot of emotions came up. Some were like, wow, not feeling good right now. And then some others are like, wow, a sense of freedom. But through our mindfulness practice, we're able to sit with this and sense it. And this is the healing part, that we sense this guilt and shame and these things we've been harboring. And now we're getting the courage to allow us to be vulnerable, to write a letter, put a stamp on it and send it out without expectations. And so I write in the introduction to Foundation Step 9 a short letter to the people I felt I have harmed that I have not been able to reach. And in my mind, I can write a letter, but this letter, or me reconciling and maybe getting some forgiveness in person, has to be followed by with some backing. That's right, backing. And so I hope that what I've shared in my book and what I've done over my life, especially after drinking, has been a way to show people that if I've harmed you, I'm truly sorry. And I hold myself accountable, and I've learned. And I send out good thoughts. And I do my best to be a really good person and not hurt anyone else. So I'll leave you with this on this section on writing a reconciliation, not to the people we've harmed, but I mean, a good way of starting the reconciliation, forgiveness process about the things you've done to yourself, to myself, is write a letter to myself. Write a letter to life for life's challenges. I share that too in my videos, my reconciliation letter to life. So I'll leave you with just one question. Bring your awareness to your breath and focusing maybe something in your visual field. Do I feel writing a letter of reconciliation and forgiveness is a good way for me to start my journey of letting go? Is writing a letter a good starting point for letting go, releasing? Please be kind and love yourself and others.